Now then, and welcome to the channel. I'm Saul, this is my wife Debbie, and along with Tango, we live on Narrowboat Laura. We're currently cruising on the Lancaster Canal, seeing lots of interesting things, and also some interesting people. We're barely floating. Now then, and welcome to the video. As ever, a big thank you to all you likers, watchers and subscribers, and we're especially grateful to those of you who take time out of your busy schedules to comment on the things that we get up to on this channel. I'd like to thank Neil, who watched last week's video and enjoyed the new format that I did for that, where I explained, did a little bit map bits as we stopped at each section. I'm going to keep that going for a couple of weeks just to see if I like it and if it's easy enough to do. We hope you enjoy it. If you don't like it, let me know and I'll stop doing it. Well, maybe. In this week's video, we're going on a picnic. It wasn't actually supposed to be a picnic. Originally, we were just going to visit Paul and Anthony from a Narrowboat Life Unlocked. And we were looking at their hybrid system. It's a lithium battery system. It's a hybrid system which involves mixing lithium batteries with normal AGM batteries. And what happens is the lithium batteries are constantly charged from the solar panel, and they then fill up the this week's video. We're going on a picnic. We weren't supposed to be going on a picnic. Originally we were just going to visit Paul and Anthony from a Narrowboat Life Unlocked. They have a hybrid battery system. It's a lithium AGM battery. They have a lithium battery which charges from the solar panels, and that keeps the AGM batteries topped up. And in theory, that means that those AGM batteries never go into cycle, therefore lasting for a considerably longer time than they normally would. So myself, Glenn from A Life Full of Meaning, and Dave from Narrowboat Changing Pace got to have a mooch around their engine bay. Unfortunately, Chili Jam Jeff couldn't be with us on the day, and he was sadly missed because he'd have really enjoyed it. Mind you, there wasn't a right lot of room with everyone in that engine bay. It was spotless as well, proper tidy. Anyway, we also got to have a look at his unsinkable weed hatch, which is something I've never seen before, and quite a few people haven't either. In fact, Glenn and Dave have never seen one of those hatches before either. So it was a different thing to see that. Actually, it was quite an interesting little way of doing it. Anyway, that's just a bit of it. There's also the picnic. So let's have a look at where we went. Here we are, the trusty pointy screwdriver pencil. We started this week's journey by road as my van doesn't really like the water. We headed all the way down to Northwich, just here at the bottom of the screen there, where we stopped in a nice hotel and we met up with Glenn and Lisa from A Life Full of Meaning. And this is where we ended up. Well, we actually ended up just up here on just a little bit further up. And this is where we ended up. Well, actually, we were somewhere along here a bit, where we met with Paul and Anthony on Narrowboat Morningstar, and just next to them was the Narrowboat Pirate Heidi. We met up with Paul and Anthony, went and had a bite to eat, and then sat on Narrowboat Morningstar after that, having a few beers and a chitty chat. Actually, the blokes didn't get to go in the boat, actually. We were all sat on the deck. So that's where we were. Let's crack on. Road trip. We're off to meet Paul and Anthony from a Narrowboat Life Unlocked. Lisa and Glenn from A Life Full of Meaning. And Louise and Dave from Narrowboat Changing Pace. We're going to have a look around their engine. We don't think, we don't think we'll break anything, but we'll give it our best. I mean, we'll not break anything. Tell you what, it's not a bad room, this. Cracking bathroom as well, with a bath. This might come in handy tonight. It's really hot. View from the window's not brilliant, but it's all right.
Disco boat.
Yeah. Yogurt pot.
Going outside rather than that's a very pretty engine.
Isn't it just that shiny? What's that all about? Oh, it's very shiny. Oh, lovely that. Look at that.
You could eat your dinner off that, couldn't you?
You just.
I only hoovered up today because you guys were coming.
Did you?
It's not a drop in any of those bilges, is it? So this is all your section where...
That's where all the batteries are, yeah.
Yeah, behind that.
When he came to fit the lithium, he was hoping to put it in that corner, but he wasn't happy with it being sat in that corner because it wouldn't have been sat flat, plus it's exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Then he didn't think there'd be enough room to put it in there when he took the lead acid out, but he managed to get all that off and fit it in there. I wasn't here when he did it, Anthony was.
So how many batteries have you got now?
3 lead acid and the 1 lithium.
One lithium.
So just the one lithium?
Yeah.
Right. Was that just for your leisures?
No, you're asking the wrong questions.
I didn't know you could.
Anthony, come and help.
I didn't know you could mix your lithium. And
You can apparently, yeah. This is the hybrid system.
This is what we were told. People were saying, be careful. We'd watched Heidi's vlog where she did it, and when she was saying that she was having to watch it for overheating and stuff, oh God, we wouldn't do that ourselves, you know. But then the guy that fit it really knew what he was doing. He'd done it to his own boat. He was really happy with it. It's a self-managed battery. We have an app that tells us.
It tells you what's going through the Victron. Is it through Victron?
It just, you'd have to check that with Anthony as well.
Right, Dave, strip it for parts. Here we go.
Yeah, my phone's dead, but Anthony, we've obviously both got the app.
So did you stand on by those screws at the front, do you think? Or
look at that. That's very pretty, that.
Spot on, innit?
Yeah.
Let's, so where's this solar dump that we're... So solar's over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So I don't think they've got a solar dump
No, we've
fitted
not
yet.
got a solar dump. We want to do it.
I'm just... Because we've got our BSS later this year.
Yeah.
And we've had a couple of engine room floods.
Yeah.
And it buggered our electrics up completely. So I've got a lot of work to do on my electrics in the next couple of months. But I think that's a good idea.
Take it on your table and then put it in after.
Do you know what's quite bad? That when we went to see the boat and it was during build, we went and Kev was like, and he was obviously very proud of his work. And he was a bit like underwhelmed by it. He was like,
oh lovely.
It just looks like a lot of cables and wires, but he could tell he was like looking for praise. I'm like, oh yeah, it looks great that Kev, but we don't know any different. It's our first boat.
Put dust on there.
Let me just find the socket.
oh, is it the socket you dropped?
It's the socket that I dropped.
Oh right.
The Covenant meeting there.
I said it might be good if you film starting the engine and you're looking at the app and you see
Yeah. Yeah, just saying the covens are all. It's gonna start it up. Sorry, Dexter, mate. I know it's. Ooh, that's how. This is what we've all been looking forward to seeing.
So Paul and Anthony's weed hatch, it doesn't have a cover like you would think. It's just got I'll show you. It's like a little flap, and that's it.
Yeah, it is an unsinkable weed hatch. You can turn that as much as you want. That's not going to come off, and it's not going to sink. apparently.
Okay, so where's your propellers?
Down there. Sits about here.
So you don't, what do you do? You know you have to take that out?
Yeah. You lift the whole thing. Do you want me to unscrew it? So you can
No,
see?
no, it's alright, don't worry. So,
No, it doesn't matter. In fact, I need to check the weed hatch anyway, because I
Oh,
did
let's
it.
do it. Oh.
let's do it. Let's have a live. Take your rings off. Take your watch off.
I'm a watch. I normally have a glove on, but to be honest, the glove isn't very effective because it's not long enough.
Alright, so it just feels like water.
Yeah.
So we're going to get Paul doing a live open his weed hatch.
That's tight. Do you know what? I've never struggled. Ever.
Have you
And
Weetabix
you're
this
filming,
morning?
And that's really... That's not coming off, is it? Can you give that a first twist, Glenn? Because I've never ever struggled to open this. I think I've over-tightened it. Jesus. I must have got carried away.
It's got a bit of rust coming out as well, hasn't it?
Hang on, cheers.
No, a little tip for you, Paul.
Yeah?
You know, on the threads,
Yeah.
if you've got a bit of grease for your stern grease,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just put
Put it
that
on.
on
Yeah.
the threads,
Yeah.
and it'll stop that.
Right.
Okay, so it's just
It's about 12 turns, I think.
so that's permanently full of water, and it's just like a little cover, but not like a.
So that, I'm assuming that'll just stop bits flying up.
That's your cavitation.
Yeah.
Which is like what you have on the bottom of the boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's it looking? How's it feeling?
It's clear.
You alright?
Yeah.
That's a size as well, isn't it?
Well, it's good that you can get yourself pretty much down there,
Yeah.
because most of them you can't. So
Although, you're not still filming it.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, that'd be. So basically, no cover, just the bottom
Yeah.
bottom bit, and it's always got water in it, because obviously that's not a seal. That bottom bit's below water level,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
always going to have water in it.
Because a lot of people watch our vlogs and say there shouldn't be water there, but they're used to the traditional weed hatches.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were, to be honest, because we used to do day hire every year.
Yeah.
And part of your training on a day hire boat
Was
would show you how
make
to
sure
do
it's
the
locked
weed
down and
hatch
make sure there's no
how
leaks.
to check it and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this system either, and I kept turning. I'm like, I'm scared this is going to drop in the canal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good.
It's really good, that.
Easy system.
Excellent. After all the excitement of that visit to Narrowboat Morning Star, to Paul and Anthony's boat, and a lovely meal in the local pub, we went back to the hotel, had a good night's sleep, and then the next day we were fresh as a daisy for the Narrowboat Vloggers Picnic. I'm going to attempt to put all the names of all the vloggers that were there. I may miss out some. If I do, please let me know and I will mention you in a different video. There was quite a few people there, new people as well, which was quite nice to see. I've not quite caught up with all of their vlogs at this moment in time. I've been a bit busy at work and what have you, but I'm hoping to get on with that in the not too distant future. And after a while of sitting at the picnic, me and Glenn decided we'd nip off and have a look round the Anderton Boat Lift. We've both seen it from afar and on videos, but I've never been up close. We passed by on our first journey when we came past the Anderton Boat Lift, but we couldn't go on it because we were in a bit of a hurry. So we popped down to see the Anderton Lift, had a mooch around and found out some of the gossip on why it's not actually working at the moment. By the time this video has gone out, we will know exactly what's happening with it. I'm not entirely sure what it is just yet. I'll have to look it up. Bit of a vlogger's picnic here. Nice surprise, really. We didn't realise we were going to see all that. There's a bunch of them there. I'll put them in the box below. Here's the Anderton Boat Lift. There's the entrance to the caissons there. Apparently it's not working at the moment. For the foreseeable future, apparently. Not entirely sure what's gone wrong, but something big. Just with Jeff from Life Full Meaning. Just here. That's the River Weaver. Well, beginning of it anyway.
Okay, so what do you know?
So it's the chute bolts for the guillotine gates they've sheared off, so it's now basically going to chop your head off if it goes. That's it. It's just going to keep going.
Guillotine type.
Yeah. So what they've got to do is redesign the whole chute bolt section.
Because they're unique, did he say?
Yeah, yeah,
He said
they're only
unique.
one of a kind.
They're one of a kind, so they can't just buy one off the shelf. We've tried B&Q, Wicks,
Yeah, Wicks,
no good.
everyone.
No one's got any. So that's the score. There's no...
August the 12th they're going to
make an announcement, so they're also hoping to try, and if it's going to be a long time, they're going to try and get some of these boats that are stuck here out onto the canal further down.
Yeah.
I know that means going into a shipping canal, but we heard that there might be some help with that along the way, so fingers crossed.
It's not going to be shut for millions of years.
It's not going to be shut for millions of years,
and
and if not, you'll be able to get off of it,
yeah,
hopefully fairly shortly, with not much cost involved. So let's walk back to the people.
And that was that. We had a whale of a time and met some great people. We obviously have to give a big thank you to Anthony, Dexter and Paul from A Narrowboat Life Unlocked for their hospitality. You couldn't wish to meet nicer people than they are. They really rolled out the red carpet for us. We had a great time, and we hope we can catch up with them again very soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. We certainly enjoyed going out there and meeting all those new people. All that remains now is to find out what's coming up next time. Here's a sneaky peek. Oh, scenery. Anyway, you made it this far. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, why not give it a thumbs up? Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you click that little bell icon, YouTube will mind you next time we release one. Well, that's everything on my list. I reckon we'll call it a draw for this one. Till next time.